What's up, guys? This is Jimmy, also known as Jumanji1776. I'm a moderator at Option Goats Trading LLC. That's right, we're an actual LLC, so we are legitimate. We are not licensed financial advisors. If you need financial help, please contact a financial professional. So here's our website. We are a Discord server. So if you hit this join now button, it will take you to our free chat in our Discord server. Right here, you can see I share a call out every now and then I share a trade idea that comes from one of the mods, and you get general chat, which is a free chat that you can use. If you sign up for OG Prime membership, though, you'd be able to use the Prime membership, daily watch list, OG education, Q&A, OG Flowbot that we have as well. That's through Tradedics. So all the mods and traders share their trade ideas, and that comes with the OG Prime. You can sign up with a credit card or debit card here, or you can use PayPal. If you are signing up, use the code SPRING30. That's lowercase SPRING, no space, 30. Instead of paying $60 for 3 months each month, you'd be paying $30. Right now, we still have the 50% off sale. It's mid-June. We might end it at the end of June. Might have it the whole summer. We're not sure yet. Maybe we'll just change it to summer 30. But either way, you're paying $30 a month for the chat, for the bot callouts, for the bot signals, and any kind of trade ideas that the mods come up with. So very good deal there. Let's pop out of here for a second. Here's our YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button. It'll be this OG green emblem you'll have here at the bottom corner. Last week was a different video. Nothing was really going our way last week. And what did I do differently last week since the beginning of April? I bought stuff. Last week, I bought calls. I bought debit spreads. I bought stuff, and I ended up red. This week, I'm green. And what I do, I sold stuff. I sold premium. And I had been doing that since April. And for some reason, I decided not to do that last week because the market looked bullish. So I was more inclined to buy stuff since we looked bullish. That was not the case, but not only did we had 1, 2, or 3, we had 4 trades that we had been holding since last Tuesday or Thursday onto this week that actually panned out really, really well. So let's get started. This is the swing recap video. This is our 13th video. That's crazy. When I first started this, I thought, with the spotlight, I'd get nervous. I'm always sharing my trades. As you can see, I'm always going through the Discord channels to go through any kind of trades that a mod has shared or a trader has shared. And I've always gone over my trades on the videos. And so you can see 100% that I am transparent. I show what trades I've done, what I've done wrong, my mistakes, and also my successes. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button. All right, so let's look at some of the profits from this week. So this is the week of June 14th. Acno had a call here, 26 strike. I'm trying to think what those would have been. I'm not sure, but either way, Acno ended up green there. Nas, $77 scalp. Nice job there. Warren this week had some good profits on Riot. Looks like 46% right there, $162. Also had money on Lyft. Had money on Wish, which is good because I know Wish was starting to come back down. Nice. $100 right there on Warren. Nice. Warren came out with some games on Monday. Looks like SF. C. Zolman made a quick scalp on Facebook, and then he also made a quick scalp on INTC, so that was awesome as well. So good job there, SF. There's an IWM trade I'll go over in just a second. Warren just killing it this week. I mean, Warren's just killing it. Plays with big money. He plays with big money, that's for sure. TAL, I'll go over that trade as well. Run. Warren made money on Run. Workhorse also made money on XOM. Nice. There's our IWM. Nas, this was awesome. We just got the bot through Tradedics, and I'm not a crypto trader. I don't trade crypto at all. And he used one of the crypto intraday trade ideas and made 36% on his trade. So I was like, man, that's awesome. I don't trade crypto, but we wanted to get the new bot feature by Tradedics into our server because I know there are some members that do trade crypto. So if you're able to use it, by all means, I mean, that's what it's there for. So looks like he made it on ZEN. Faded this week, made a pretty good amount of money on NVIDIA. Good job there, Faded. That was awesome. Warren again with the profits, making 34% there. And then making 55% right there. Making 192% right there. Making 119% on LI. I had a cat put that I was up 93% on, which was nice. Nas using the Trading Bot, the Tradedics bot from Roku, saw that, made a quick scalp on Roku. Nice job there. Acno cashed out his QQQ calls, which I'll go over in a second too. Qs looked very strong this week, which was awesome. Simple with the scalps on Apple and Tesla, which is awesome. McDonald's is at McDonald's is at $50 premium that I had for a trade. That was the recap for the trade. And then today Warren finished up with some green, and so did I. So, all right, so let's go over a couple things. Let's see that we had some positions that we called out last week or shared last week. Let's see which ones are there. Here we go. So here's IWM. I sold, let's pull it up. Excuse me. Okay. For 618. Okay, so I could have held this, but you know what? That's okay. Right here, IWM loves this level. 1, 2, 3, 4 times it's rejected this level. So what did I do? I sold a call vertical, the 230, 231 call verticals for 618, which was this week. It popped open. It popped up. I was down, became green a little bit, became down again. And then if I would have held, I would have been able to collect full premium. But I was still able to come out with, let's see here. See, this was this week. Here it is, 65% profit off the IWM spreads. If I held, I would have made like another, I think it was like another 35 or 40 bucks. So either way, it was a good trade. Either way, it was a good trade. And so that was a good trade that we had from last week. So IWM did us some trade right there. So we made money there on IWM. Next up, we placed a call spread on TAL. We've been, let's see, I shorted it here, I shorted it here, I shorted it here, I shorted it here, I shorted it here. And lo and behold, I made money. So I sold the 25, 27.50 call spread when it was way up here. So I collected a really good amount of premium. And when it started crashing down, this is just a stock that's, I mean, it's been in a downtrend for a while, but we shorted it up here, and then we collected premium somewhere when it broke 25. So had I held, I would have got full premium. Either way, though, we came out with some good gains. Let me see if I can find it. This was last week. Here we go. So TAL 55%, made 100 bucks on that trade. Again, if you've never watched my video before, you'll know that every trade that I make is more relatable to every member. Most members have money between $500 to $2,000. So my trades are 50, 100, 200, 250, right? And they're usually 1 to 2 ratio. So I'm either trying to make more than half of the money that I risk, and having a really high probability of the trade to succeed. Excuse me. And so that was a really good trade that, when I entered that, I mean, people that held on to that, they would have held that whole premium. So right on with that trade. That one ended up really, really well. So let's go. Last week, we also had McDonald's. So this is one that I shared also in the free chat. And man, look at this. We shorted it here. We were down, right? We were down. But I mean, look at this level. It hits it here, and it always came back down. What did it do today? It came back down. We sold the 232.50 and the 235 call spreads. If I would have held, I would have been able to collect full premium. But either way, it came lower down today to 231, and we were able to come out with profits on that trade. So I was really happy with that. McDonald's is definitely one of those trades that it likes to consolidate a lot, which is perfect for selling premium because you don't want it to be too volatile, but you do want it to be volatile enough to get a good amount of juice out of it. So here was the trade. Small trade, again, like I said, 33, 34%. It was quick 50 bucks that we made off of it coming back down. We got enough time on it as well. McDonald's was, let's see here. See if I can find it's back here. That's why. Yeah, so we had until next week. And so I saw green, and so I got out. We were risking 100. We were risking 100 bucks, but the premium collected could have been 146 had we held. Oh, this was for next week's expiration. Either way, it ended up being a very, very good trade. And the exit was fine too. The entry was fine. That one was a really, really good trade. So keeping going, I'm going to look at Fastly. This one I got a lot of time on, and this is the main reason I did it. Look at this. I sold the 54.55 call spread on Fastly. It's hit its head. This is looking like it might break out. But again, I only sold it for $50 premium and a $50 loss. All that Fastly needs to do is drop below 54 before July 2nd in order for me to cash out with this. Do I think it will? Yes, absolutely. I think it's going to go higher in the long run, but in the meantime, I do think it's going to break under that because we have some supports here that I think are going to be broken in the next couple of weeks on Fastly. Look at this. I mean, let's just stay stable and then come back down. I'm still confident, and I'm so glad I got so much more time because if I got it for today, I'd be max loss. Next week, max loss. I have the week after, so we're just chilling on that one right now. Our cat butterflies. Let's take a look at cat. So cat went lower. We had the put. It was a it was a cheaply. So we only spent like 20 bucks on the cat put. It was a 200 cat put. And our butterflies are for for the stock being at 230. So again, we have a good amount of time. We need the stock to be in this area by that time. Yeah, I still feel pretty confident. If it does go lower, the butterflies were only 20 bucks a pop. So max profit on each was like 230 bucks. So again, if we lose on the trade, so be it. It was only $40. But if it does make it up to this area, which I still think it will, we'll go from there. These are for July 2nd and July 9th. So I still really, really like this trade. All righty. Our F call, we still have it for next week. We're down on that trade right now. You know, that was also another cheaply. That's another one that was only 20 bucks. So again, you know, expected to maybe, you know, lose the whole thing. But, you know, some of the members were asking me about playing more weeklies. And, you know, I'm not really a weekly person. But you know what? I was like, I have an extra 20, 30 bucks every week that I can spend to see what looks good. So some of them have hit, some of them haven't. But that's what it seems like members want to do. They want to buy cheap stuff that has very low risk that might hit. Does that kind of sound like gambling? I don't know. You know, options is options, right? Options trading is options trading. I don't deal with weeklies. So that's just something that, that's just the way I am. So, all right. So we did Jenny. We shorted a condor, an iron condor on Jenny. So let me show you what Jenny looks like. This stock, I mean, look at this. Look at all these levels that it's made. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it so much. So between 20 right here and 2250 is our money area. So if we do, let's see, do this. Bam, 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 bam. All right. So the stock has gone up and down in this area before. I am bullish on the stock. So I chose not to sell the condor in this area. I wanted to sell it in this area because I do think in the long run, this is like a sports stock, more in retail, more in the retail sector. So again, with everything opening up, people, you know, possibly maybe doing more stuff. I still think I'm still pretty bullish on the stock. So GENI, we shorted the iron condor for, let's see, let's look at that premium. We collected $195 and our max loss is 54 bucks. So this is until August 20th. So August 20th is going to be right over here. Oh, I can't go out that much. Well, either way, it's like right over here. So a lot of time, but I'm thinking, you know, if the stock continues to be on this bullish trend, we're going to get some area over here that the iron condor is going to be worth worth less than the 195 bucks, where we'll be able to get out either 50, 100, maybe even 100, 150. If we get there too soon, I'm going to be holding it. This play I really, really like, and I thought shorting a call iron condor on this one made, what am I saying? There's a call credit spread and a put credit spread on a iron condor. I don't know why I said that, but we're just wanting to be in this area right up here. So if we're in this area, especially closer to August 20th, we're going to be looking for that max profit on this stock. So it'd be really, really cool if we were to time this to be right in between the two. So really forward to seeing what this stock does, and maybe we'll find some put credit spreads to do with the stock as well if it's looking really, really bullish. So here's the P&L for the stock. So like I said, it just has to be between 20 and 22.50. So just this area that I showed on this stocks or on the chart. So all right, so yesterday, oh, this was cool. So let's look at Qs. So this was really cool. I shorted the top here on Qs. One of our traders, Acno, had Q calls that he'd been holding for quite some time actually. And at the top here, he sold it. Now, I was thinking if it went higher, that's kind of where I would want to short it. But the fact that he got out of it was a really good feeling for me to think that, okay, this is high enough. This might be a good spot to short, right? So let's zoom in on this day here. We sold the 345, 346 call spread for next Friday, right? We sold it when it was right up here. Today, it came down in pre, and then it just came all the way down to 342. I still have the spread. I'm still green on it, right? I'm up like 20% on the spread. And right now, we're holding the spread into the weekend. What does that mean? So that means Saturday and Sunday are going to be free premium theta days. So as long as the stock is below 345 on Monday come open, we're going to just naturally be more green on the stock, or excuse me, on our position, because it's a call spread. We sold the call spread. What happens if let's say you buy a call debit spread on QQQs and days go by and the stock still hasn't went up? What happens? You lose value. I'm the seller in that scenario. I sold that call spread to somebody, and as time goes on where it's not near the money, I collect premium, right? Again, I don't deal with huge numbers, but I'm a premium seller. Why? Because institutional traders sell premium. Why? Because they want to make money. They have a high probability of making money. That's it, right? That's just the way they trade. Has nothing to do with me doing anything against doing AMC or anything, against hedge funds. That has nothing to do with it. I have my opinions, and other members have their opinions too about AMC and all that good stuff. But when it comes down to what are two things that I care about, me and my money, right? And our server, obviously. But when members are asking me about buying into AMC or shorting this or doing that, it's like, you want to make sure that you are aware of the risks that come with whatever position that you're doing. And you've got to remember, are you basing off because you see it and you hear it, or are you basing it off technical analysis? So yeah, anyways, it came down and we were up 20% on the spread. So that was a really good time trade. I really, really liked that one. And then Novo Vax. This one I really, really, really like. Our tradie flow, we got 4 new bots this week. So one was the Scalping Bot. So this is by Tradedics, all by Tradedics. So make sure to follow them on Twitter. We have our scalp trades. It tells you the symbol, the entry, the positions, whether it's long or short, the target, the stop loss, and the potential profit. It tells you whether it's a bullish reversal or it's a continuation. So continuation would be like a breakout, and reversal would be basically your bounces and your rejections. So if you're familiar with scalping, excuse me, those terms is kind of where what you would be dealing with. So repeated flow, this is a new one that he gave us. Again, Tradedics is just killing it, man. I've never met a bot provider that just updates stuff. I mean, he's like a mad scientist with these bots, and he's just letting all his Discord servers mess with it, and he's great. So again, shout out to Tradedics for all these great bots. Tradie flow is just telling you repeated different kind of option flow that we're getting that gives a really good sense of morning direction and also long-term direction. So Novo Vax was one of those where I saw calls that were being ordered, and I read that as call premiums being sold. So, and then let me just finish up with the new bots. So crypto signals, you'll get crypto signals, reversals and continuations, and then crypto breakouts. So these would be potential breakouts for crypto. So, okay, done with the bot. All right, so here's Novo Vax. Let me zoom out here. Look at this. Look at this. We sold the 172, 175 call vertical spreads for July 2nd. So not next week, but the week after. I do think this stock, the main reason why I liked it, my green line is my 200 SMA, and my blue line is my 50 SMA. Not using MACD, not using RSI, nothing fancy. All I'm looking at is every time the 50 SMA crosses under the 200, it goes lower. Look at that. It goes lower. So I sold premium. I sold premium for, let's see. I sold premium for $120. My max loss is $130. What am I going to get out of it? I think the stock is going to fill this gap that it has right here, or it's going to come back down from the area that it lifted off 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I do think we're going to get 160 to 150, in which case we'll be able to collect 40 to 60 to maybe 70% of our premium that we collected from the call spreads. So I feel really good about this stock. Novo Vax is one of those stocks that it does move in waves. So it's perfect for call premiums. Not a lot, it's not big on the news, right? So again, this is just a stock that it's basically just filling its gap every day from this day right here. So really, really like that play. Like I said, July 2nd. So it's going to be all the way out to this expiration date right here. So really, really like that one. Did I miss one? Because we had TAL was good. McDonald's was good. Oh, Snap. Oh my gosh. So this, man, okay. So here was a trade that I'm not sure if I gotta be careful sometimes. I'll be honest, because this one ended up being, here it is. This was from the 7th of June. We've been holding this. It was a 24. I was not expecting for the stock to do this. All I wanted to do was just collect the premium, and the stock started acting crazy. The volatility was pumping them up, and I couldn't get out of it because of how much the premium was being pumped. I didn't want to get out of it for a loss. So I ended up just holding on to it. So here was our short entry, right? So this is what I was thinking in my mind. Here's our short. It came down. I was like, great, 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 great. And then it started pumping, but it hit its resistance, which is this line up here, 65 to 66. It hit up here, came back down. I'm sitting pretty here, right? It's at 59.60. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm collecting full premium. Like, no doubt, like this can be easy. What does it do? Flags, and then flags again today. I held this spread throughout today. I held this spread. It almost expired out of the money. It expired out of the money. Almost expired in the money, which would have been really bad. Would have been the full loss. Instead, came back up and came back down, and we collected the full premium of, again, small trades, $24. That's all we were wanting to do. I'm not trying to make $1,000 overnight. I'm just trying to get enough money every week so I can buy more shares of a stock for my long-term portfolio. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Am I trading $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 a week to just make gains on gains on gains? No. Why? Because that's, I mean, you can, but I'm not going to be lasting very long, especially if I'm going to have members that don't have that much money and they go all in with a portfolio. I don't want to influence that. You know what I'm saying? And the best way that you can do it is selling premium, or you can do spreads in general. I shouldn't say selling premium. Spreads in general can enable you to do a lot more with trading. But bigger accounts, they do what they want. But again, me as a mod, I just want to show what successful trades can do, because you don't need, to put your whole, buying power into one trade and then just hope that it just flips green, right? That's not what you want to do. You don't want to hope, right? And so, my whole thing is I want to make sure I'm showing all my technical analysis, and then you can see the trades that I make, and these are the trades that I make. And you saw, if you watched the last video from last week, you see that some of the trades that I make, I cut them, right? When I hit my stop loss, what's my stop loss? $50. What's my target? $100. So I'm always risking $50 to make $100, right? I'm never, my stop loss is not 100 and my profit isn't 50. My risk is 50 because that's where I stop it. And then my target is always 100 plus. So Snap ended up being the cherry on top this week. No. The sprinkles this week. It was the sprinkles this week. It was ended up being a great trade. So we still have the coin play. Let's see here. Let's go to my recap here. Oh yeah, there was a moment where we were just green on everything, which is great. Let's see here. Okay, so cat we had, Snap, coin. Okay, so coin and VOD. So coin is taking its time. This might be a loser. We need coin at 200. It's taking way too much time now. We need it there by July 25th. It's got to come down. The only way for that to happen is if Bitcoin crashes, which I don't think is going to happen anytime soon. So this is just a spread that I'm going to be holding. It's like an $80 loss. So we'll be holding on to that one. You know, this was a really good example. I didn't sell premium. Had I sold call premium up here, I'd be green right now. Instead, I wanted the stock to reach down to 200, and it's not doing it. So what happens to my put debit spread, because I bought it? I'm going to lose premium on it. So that's just kind of the way it is. Another reason why I'm not too big on just buying stuff. I want to sell stuff and collect premium every day. All right, so there was that one, and then VOD. So Vodafone, we followed the smart money on this one. Came back down today, but it had we had a calendar spread on it. So I sold the 19 call for this week, and then I'm holding the 19 call for October. There was huge open interest on the one in October, but I didn't want to just be susceptible to the theta in the meantime. So I made a calendar, and I didn't think it was going to pass 19, which it didn't. In fact, it went back down. So come Monday, that option expired, and I'll collect the premium on the expired call, and I'll get to hold the longer leap for a lower cost. So looking forward to that one as well. Okay, so yeah, again, so at the end of the day, we were green on Novo Vax, we were green on QQQ, we were green on Snap. We collected premium Snap. Couldn't have asked for a better week, honestly. This was such a good, we needed it after last week. Warren's been on fire the whole month, but you know, as far as I'm concerned, this week was a good direction. Going back to the way I'm used to trading. Again, last week I was buying stuff, and I don't know why I was doing that. Again, I thought the market was going to go up. This week, selling a lot more premium and just making money. So we'll get back at it. Oh, and then the weekly Hall of Famer. Let me see where he's at. I already had him picked out. This guy, when green is green, he just captures it. Most of the time, I should say. Okay, so here it is. He said, let's see if the news plays out in my favor with the offer to buy another company on Intel. So this was on 6/15. So let's see here. 6/15 on this day. That's what popped. And let's see, 6/15 pop. He must have grabbed a pop here, and then he came out. He made 40% on it and ended up, instead of doing a swing, he ended up doing a scalp. Look at that. Imagining his risk, seeing the green, capturing the green, and then moving on. Great trade, SFZ C. Zolman. You won the Hall of Fame, the weekly Hall of Fame this week, and you'll be entered for the monthly $50 prize. We picked 4 winners. If you are a member, you just share your trade or any profits that you have from scalping, and and you are entered into the monthly prize for $50 out of the 4 winners. So awesome, SF. Good job there. And so, yeah. So again, we don't do anything crazy here. We use the bots. We see the option flow. We look at charts. We share our charts. Again, if you want to sign up and get the 50% off offer, make sure you use Spring30, all lowercase, the number 30. This is Jimmy signing out. Today is June 18th. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Enjoy it. Go outside. I hope it's not like blistering hot like it is in Utah, because right now it's like absolutely hot. But other than that, we had a great week. I'm looking forward to next week. I'm already looking forward to Monday. We have some plays already in stock or in mind right now, like Novo Vax and the QQQ call spread. So really looking forward to that, just collecting premium and take it day by day. So I hope everyone, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a great weekend. Well, until next time, have a great weekend.